Here's Paul from rmpforex.com and welcome to the weekly review of 5 major forex pairs based on Masterforex-V Technical analysis. As every weekend, I'm going to take a look at 5 pairs. That's EURUSD, British Pound, Australian Dollar, Canadian Dollar, and Japanese Yen against US Dollar. For those of you who is watching for the first time, every weekend I am sharing my strategic direction for those major forex pairs. So strategic direction for me means about 30% of my plan I'm sharing with you, and then each day then I'll come back and each morning I create a tactical plan for the whole day or the session, and then based on the tactical plan use my trading system. So with you today I'm sharing the strategic direction, which is based on H4 and D1 type level. Before you proceed, just click the pause button and read through the risk disclaimer. It is very important. Let's jump straight into it. We will start as usually with EURUSD. If you watched a couple of my reviews, you will remember that this impulse here, it has stopped now. We broke through this reference point, and we have a reference points for the D1 timeframe level flat. And also here I have 2 new reference points. This impulse here has stopped already. You can see it through the AO indicator. And for me, for the upcoming week, this pair is as long as it is between those reference points, between those here borders, it's in a H4 flat phase. So a H4 flat is inside of D1 timeframe flat phase. So for me, that means that I'll have to wait until we break through one of those reference points, either through the bottom one, so then we will go into a FZR of D1 level down from that reference point, and then I can start use my trend following trading system once we'll break through it down. And if we'll go up like that, then and break through this reference point here, then we will have a H4 FZR up, and I can start using my trend following trading system with this trend up. So that's the idea for EURUSD. Let's go now next to the British pound. British pound is very similar to EURUSD based on wave structure. As you can see, this impulse down here had also a reference point, a pivot that also was broken, and we are now in a D1 flat phase. So as long as we're between those reference points, this pair will remain in D1 flat phase. For me also, we have 2 new reference points here, which means that as long as we're between those reference points, this pair is in a H4 flat phase. So again, H4 is inside of D1. So for me, for my trading, because I trade only inside the trend phase, I avoid all the flat phases. For me, I'll have to wait until we break through this reference point. So an FZR of H4 up will happen, and then I can start using my trend following trading system. Or if we'll go down and break through this reference point, then an FZR of H4 down will happen, and then I can start using my trend following trading system as well. Also, if we'll break through this reference point here, through then we'll have also a D1 FZR down. So that will be like a both time frames ZR down. So that's the idea for British pound. As long as we are between those reference points, I'm staying away from this pair, and hopefully we'll break through any of those the upcoming week, and I then can start trade and earn some money. Because last week for me was quite a quiet week, because all the pairs remained in their flat phase. Right, so next pair is Australian dollar against US dollar. Here, just as a reminder, don't forget that a D1 and weekly timeframes are stopped because this reference point was broken, and this pair is back into weekly and daily flat phase with this here reference point. As long as we're between those reference points, the pair will remain in a midterm flat phase. But for me, for my trading, this time frame is a bit too high, too big, so I choose the H4 time frame. And here is also very similar to British pound and euro. Also, this impulse down was stopped by breaking through this reference point. Here we have D1 flat phase and the reference points for it. And also, same as with the first 2 pairs, this impulse here has stopped again. You can see it through AO. We have here a smaller time frame FZR. So I have here new H4 reference. As long as we're between those reference points, this pair will remain in the flat. So again, for my personal trading for the upcoming week, I will be waiting for breaking through any of those reference points. Well, once we break through this reference point, an FZR of H4 will happen, and then I will start using my trend follow training system in this section here until this trend will stop. Or if we will break through this reference point, then I will start using my trend follow trading system down after this FZR of H4 down. So that's the idea. We'll see what will happen. We'll see if we will change the strategic direction for the upcoming week. Next pair is Canadian dollar against US dollar. If you were watching my couple of my last reviews, I was maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 reviews. It is no point for me to repeat again an FZR of weekly time frame down is active at the moment, but you will remember that this reference point here is protecting the weekly time frame down, and once we will break through this reference point, we will come back into a weekly flat phase. So as long as that didn't happen, I'm looking for some new opportunities to get in to the trend down of weekly time frame. But as you can see, this correction here, the Canadian dollar is determined to go up at the moment. And for me, again, if you watched my couple of my last reviews, I was waiting for an FZR of H4 down in any of those sections. And also my last review, you will remember this impulse here, I was waiting for an FZR of H4. But as you can see, it didn't happen. So I kind of stayed on the fence with this pair. And now we have an FZR, a hidden FZR of H4 up. So now this pair is in a trend of H4 up, and all I can do is just wait and wait until this trend will stop, and maybe then find some new reference points here. So for now, I'm just leaving alone this pair. If this pair will come back and break through this reference point, then that pair will come back into a weekly flat phase. So I'll have to leave that pair completely until I will get some new D1 or H4 FZRs. This FZR here is not based on my plan, so it's not what I'm looking for. So I'll just have to pass on this one. So that's the idea with this pair. Next pair is Japanese yen against US dollar. And this pair is acting now quite interesting for me. If you will remember my last review, I was mentioning these two reference points, and I said that as long as we're between them two reference points, I will be staying away from this pair, and because it's a D1 and H4 flat face. But as you can see, we broke through this reference point here now, and I'll just go to a smaller time frame. Here is that way here, and we now have an FZR of D1 level. So this pair for me is back into a trend phase up of D1. For me, that means that I am starting to watch very closely into this movement here, into that trend. Straight after this point on Monday in the morning, I will be creating some new tactical plans, and we'll try to get something like that. We'll try to get into this trend up from any pullbacks. So at the moment, this wave here is protected by this pivot. As long as this pivot is not broken, I will try to find some new buy positions. Once we'll break through this pivot, then the whole idea will be cancelled for me, and I will have to get back onto the fence and just watch this pair. So for now, this pair is still in a trend phase of D1 level up, and we'll see if I will get any opportunities to buy or to open some buy positions for the upcoming week before we break through this reference point. So this is it, guys. That's the idea. By the way, if you want to learn where do I get those reference points from? If you want to know yourself, if you want to know how to follow the market and understand each point on any time frame of any currency, just join the training course. Go to rmpforex.com, leave your contacts there, and you will get the whole information on how to join the training program. And I personally will teach you how to find those reference points and how to follow the market step by step. For those of you who are still not subscribed to my channel, I invite you to subscribe. Also, click the bell button to get notifications about new videos. I wish you good luck and talk to you next weekend.